Hello everybody, my name is Matt, and today I've decided to take a break from terrible games like Corpse Killer and the U Testament to play a game from my childhood. I can't wait, this is gonna be so much fun.
You sure it's safe around here?
It's cold outside, Johnny. Don't forget your coat, Johnny. Okay, so by now we all know that modern Sonic is just the worst, right? I mean, what else can you really say? These games have sucked and sucked and sucked. For 20 years straight, there's been maybe like 2 good ones. Yet to this day, a new one gets announced and we're still like, maybe this will be good. Maybe he's changed. I know he still loves me. We're slaves to this character design and his rad 90s attitude. It's the only way we could still have a fandom for a franchise where half the games are shit. I've seen some pretty passionate debate about when exactly the series fell apart. Sonic died when it went 3D. Nay, Sonic died valiantly along the Dreamcast in the War of Consoles 1999. What was the game that came out after the Dreamcast was discontinued? Oh yeah, it was Sonic Heroes. That was convenient. You know, no one really seems to talk about this game. Is it good? Is it bad? I liked it as a kid, but who knows if it still holds up. But we gotta find out, right? What's the worst that could happen? We find a hidden gem in the Sonic franchise, overlooked by most Sonic connoisseurs, the last good bastion of Sonic games before... I couldn't say it with a straight face. Well, we're off to a great start already. Check out these sweet wallpapers and mouse cursors that come with it. Yeah, that's hot. I can't even tell what part I meant to point with. Thank God I can set it back to Windows default setting. Yeah, nice default setting, window. Alright, let's get started. Do you hear that? Are you guys hearing that?
Crush 40.
Not that any self-respecting radio station would ever play Crush 40, but yeah, it's totally them. If you don't know who Crush 40 is, good. It's a Japanese hard rock duo founded by Sega music composer Jun Sonoe and American singer Johnny Goli?
I'm Johnny Gioeli, for those of you who don't know me.
There we go. They've actually made a lot of music, but of course they're best known for all that alt-rock trash that's plagued Sonic soundtracks since the late 1990s. Alright, I am being a little unfair. While it is easy to poke fun at the hard rock band singing about a blue hedgehog for children, they're actually not that bad. The name Crush 40 apparently comes from Jun's love of crushed soda, as well as Johnny's fear of turning 40, essentially wanting to crush 40. And we wish him a happy 50th in a couple months. Gotcha, fam. As for crushed soda, I've gotta admit, I've never tried it. I guess I have to now. But it doesn't actually seem to exist in Australia, so this'll take some time. Yes. Oh wow, enough for all my friends. Alright, this one's for you, Jun. That's alright. It just tastes like regular orange soda. I'm gonna say I'm disappointed, Jun, but you all know what I'm thinking. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I just started up Sonic Heroes. Man, did I leave this thing on the whole time? I better make this quick. The last thing I need is for people to see this as my most played game on Steam. The game begins with Robotnik setting Sonic a moving letter? This is what iPads are gonna look like in the future?
I finally developed the ultimate weapon. In 3 days, I'll conquer the world.
I mean, this is ridiculous, right? Wouldn't you want to keep your plans to conquer the world a secret from your enemies? That'd be like if North Korea announced worldwide that they were gonna launch nukes at all their enemies. Oh no. Yeah, fuck that plane, I guess. So that's our premise. Time to stop Eggman from taking over the world. Finally, the game begins in... Wait, what? The beach? We were in like the fucking desert, and suddenly we're surrounded by palm trees and shit? So we're in California. I mean, I know zones are never really explained in Sonic games, but if you have a story, may as well make it coherent. So the first thing you'll notice about this game is they are just very shiny. Seriously, they look like they've been glossed and shellacked. I mean, if they came to the beach for a body or massage, because that makes perfect sense, right? Makes sense, doesn't it?
Eggman, you robots are no match for our flawless complexion.
The next thing you'll notice is you don't just play as Sonic in this Sonic game, Tails and Knuckles are coming along for the ride too. Everyone has unique moves and abilities and... Alright, I admit, I am not into it. Even as a kid, I just wanted to play as Sonic all the time. They straight up tell you which character you need to use, and sometimes even switch to them for you, so it never ends up feeling like a fun puzzle or a challenge. It really just feels like an inconvenience. Like, they put a wall here so you'd have to switch to Tails, or put a block here so you'd have to switch to Knuckles. Some people might like this, but not me. And the next thing you'll notice is, oh my god, Tails, please shut the fuck up.
It's line up sideways from here on. This is all nothing. Let's leave it to Sonic.
Don't get me wrong, I don't expect mastery of voice acting, but he sounds like a goddamn 2-year-old. Or 8-year-old, whatever. He's always throwing in these useless interjections.
I'm falling.
Yeah, we all are, Tails. Didn't need to point that out.
Look at all those Eggman's robots.
Look at all those Eggman's robots.
Look at all those Eggman's robots.
But he's not even the only one. In Sonic Heroes, everybody's prone to throwing in random non sequiturs, often more times than once.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Also, Knuckles sounds like he's swearing all the time. But I kinda like that.
Shit rock.
But honestly, all of that would be fine if it weren't for... This game is bugged out the ass. I am not kidding. If you've read up on development of Sonic games, you'll notice a lot of them were rushed to reach a holiday season deadline, including many of the more infamous ones and some that were outright cancelled. And while there's no evidence that Sonic Heroes was rushed for its holiday season deadline, it would not surprise me. Where to even begin? The whole glitch family is here. Clipping through solid objects? Check. AI spazzing out for no reason? Check. Scripted sections failing and sometimes killing you? Check times a million. This game honestly feels unfinished. You know how the homing attack is meant to, home in on enemies? I'd say a third of the time it just straight up doesn't work. Same with any other auto-aim attack in this game. Even if the enemy is right in front of you, like, Jesus Christ, how are you missing this shit? And sometimes the homing attack just seems to glitch the fuck out, and the next thing I know I'm falling straight to my death. And to top it all off, the goddamn camera. Eggman wishes he could design an AI as heinous as this game's camera system. From glitching out, to not showing enemies, to angling up when you're trying to land on a small platform. It's a fucking mess, and by far the biggest antagonist in this game. But anyway, their beach vacation ends when some rolling rocks come after them Indiana Jones style. This looks cool and all, but I really wish I could see where I was going. I mean, I guess that's the challenge, but it just feels unfair. When the stage finally ends, it's time to celebrate, and... Yeah, what's up? What the fuck was that? Were they having a fucking staring contest with me? What the hell? The game then gives you a grade, and this is pure bullshit. The game glitches around and fucks you over and then has the audacity to give you like a D.
No problem.
Yeah, sick. I bet you guys saw a lot of these when you were learning how to program. Every few stages you get a boss fight, and they're honestly easier than the regular stages, but I don't know if they were meant to be. Here you just mash A and... It looks fucking ridiculous, but I actually looked this up, and this does appear to be the proper strategy, or at least the most popular one.
Looks like Eggman escaped into the city.
Does it? We were just at the beach a second ago.
Eggman's robots are taking control of everything.
Are you sure? Looks fine to me. Tails, are you just making shit up? That's gonna be a timeout for you, young man. Don't make me take away your allowance. This stage is built up of a lot of energy paths that push you along. Kind of. Eventually you end up in the city's power plant, and even as a kid I knew this sucked. Sandwiched between the awful camera angle, the homing attack not working, and the light dash, which also sometimes doesn't work, this might be my least favorite thing ever. And after all that, fuck you.
Gotcha, my darling Sonic.
Amy, what are you doing here?
I'll be doing you in a minute.
Sonic, this time there's no way out of marrying me.
Amy, I think you misunderstand. See, marriage is when you don't like the other person. Alright, everybody, think back to middle school. What do you do when someone likes you but you don't like them back? That's right, bully the fuck out of him. This is another one of those boss fights which I'm not sure if it was meant to be this easy, but okay, you tell me. Does it look like I'm obviously failing, but then somehow win anyway?
Here we go! Where I don't know Froggy or Cheese's brother. You got me mixed up with someone else. Sorry, but we're in a bit of a rush.
I couldn't even try to explain what happened there. I looked up a video to see how it was supposed to look and... Wait, what the hell is this? If you're a male, for the love of God, please do not watch Sonic Boom episode 25. I just watched this video to cover the hurt. What the fuck? So I just watched Sonic Boom episode 25. Sonic and Knuckles are challenged to a few days surviving in the wild by Styx and Amy. They're cocky and overly confident, and in the end they eat shit and lose. Good. Fuck Sonic. What's the problem again? Amy and Styx used a missile to beat Sonic and Knuckles to the finish. I reckon Sonic forgot to grab Knuckles by the hand and use his super speed. Right, dude, I'm right there with you. As a male myself, I am shocked and outraged that Sonic could lose to a disgusting girl on a missile. She probably has cooties too.
Amy sure doesn't give up that easy.
Boy, it must really suck to feel wanted every now and then.
What is this place? Sure is bright here. We got some time. Feeling lucky?
Sonic, we only have 24 hours left.
Shut the fuck up, fails. Is this game called Tails Heroes? Didn't think so, you little bitch.
Here comes the dreaded casino stage, and I know they're a staple of Sonic games, but does anyone actually like them?
The buildings and roads are all part of a pinball table. Pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, and also wildly impractical. I hate these pinball stages. Who the hell thought that playing as the ball in a pinball machine would be fun? At least Sonic Adventure let you see the whole board and was actually just regular pinball. If you watch your teammates closely, even they're struggling to get through this shit.
Watch out!
The game can't even play itself properly. Look at this. I'm trying to use this cannon. Sonic and Tails jump in. But what the hell is this? Where the fuckles is Knuckles? There he is. Oh, hey guys. Did you just spawn out of Sonic's butt? This would be great for my fanfiction. Next up, everyone decides to go to Eggman's base to take him down. Wait, we weren't doing that this whole time? And I guess it makes sense that the only way to get there is with these abominations. They're fine when you're on them, but getting on them is atrocious. You have to be so pixel perfect. Once again, even the game can't get this right sometimes.
Really steep here. Be careful.
Yeah, thanks Knuckles. I'll be sure to not do what you just did.
That was great!
Was it Tails? Are you referring to Knuckles falling off, potentially to his death? What other sad shit do you approve of, Tails?
Jack. That was great!
So this time I got a B, but if you look at the grade for one single solitary frame, it's an A. You can't make this shit up. So now we're in the forest. Funny, I thought we were going after Eggman. I'll be honest, I really wanted to like these levels because I'm a sucker for nature and the color green. But then I found it was just an excuse to bring out more fucking rails, and for some reason I just wasn't into it anymore. We've also got vines now.
There's free water right here, you fucking asshole!
And they don't just look janky. You have to jump at the very height of the swing or you just drop straight off. That's not how physics work.
Look, it's that hedgehog. Hey, isn't that...
Too bad you had to come all this way for nothing. We'll take it from here.
What'd you say?
We'll take it from here.
What'd you say?
We'll take it from here.
Time for another boss fight, and yeah, if you could tell me how I won, that'd be great.
Sonic, you sure this is the right way?
I saw Shadow and Eggman head this way. This has gotta be the right way. Maybe that's the ghost of Shadow we saw earlier.
Maybe we should fire the sound mixers in this game. Alright, it's time for some real spooky shit. I see only sheets and pumpkins so far, but I'm sure the spooky shit is coming. Also, there are paths that are just straight up invisible. The only hint you're given is...
Should we risk following those torches?
And, to be honest, no. This is the last game I'd want to take any risks in. And then later they have these same torches just to fucking trick you.
Watch out! Step on that shadow, and that weight crashes down.
Oh yeah, Shadow, huh? The one glitching in and out of existence there? Great. You guys recorded dialogue for that and couldn't even get it to work right. See, here, I'll fix that shadow for you. See, that's all you had to do. Oh, come the fuck on. They put that ghost just close enough to hit it.
Trying to stop us now? What a joke!
I mean, at least he's sticking to his goals.
You want to be persistent about what it is that you want to achieve. Alexander Graham Bell said,
Snooping as usual, I see. You fools must all have a death wish.
Wait, when did Eggman turn British?
We're flying way high.
They're not at all.
Oh, really, Tails? Yeah, thanks for the tip.
Okay.
In the final stage, we got more fucking rails. Step aside, Tails. The new best friend duo around is Sonic and Rails. What? I'm stuck? What the oh, wow, okay. That's gotta be a joke. What the hell was that?
Enough of this! Sonic, Tails, Knuckles! Time to meet your maker!
Your maker was this evil company called Sega, who mismanaged your brand until you were basically a meme in the gaming community. That's the final boss, just crippling existential dread. This fight, like all the others, is over before you know it, and with that we come to a close for Team Sonic. A little conceited naming your team after yourself, fuckface. But wait, what about all these other stories? Didn't I only complete a quarter of the game? I don't care. Alright, fine. Team Dark is Team Sonic, but harder and more emo. It's not a phase, Mom! The robot won't stop saying... And Rouge the Bat superglued tennis balls to her chest. I mean, come on, is this supposed to be a children's character? Team Chaotix are those guys from that game, Knuckles Chaotix on the 32X, and, well, they really do feel like the 32X of Sonic characters. Finally, Team Rose is, you guessed it, the easiest of the four, because Sonic Team understands that all girls suck at games. I mean, it's one thing if you want to make an easy mode for little kids or beginners, but why make it Team Rose, and not the first one on the screen? And not the one that anyone who got a game called Sonic Heroes would want to play as. It even starts with a tutorial, which none of the others do. That's how little they think of you.
Hey kids, check out my new game called Sonic Heroes. You can play as me, Shadow, these guys, and Amy. But don't worry about her, she's just there if your parents force you to play with your little sister or something. Everything else is way past cool.
Since homing attack automatically targets the enemies for you, it's really easy to attack them.
Yeah, you forgot the part where it doesn't fucking work half the time.
These things lined up here are what we call rings.
Oh yeah? What does everyone else call them?
If you let the X button go before everyone is together, you'll do a completely different attack. So be careful.
Yeah, that was really annoying and sounds like shitty game design to me. Get a load of that, they're telling me to be careful because they made one button do too many things.
Let's try flying off that cliff now.
Yeah, I would like to jump off a cliff right about now.
Wow, you're a quick learner. Excellent.
Do you say that to every girl? Oh god, no, fuck that. I thought Tails' voice was bad enough, but she just took it up to 11. If you press X a few times as Big the Cat, then this happens. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Yeah, I don't know why Big the Cat had to come along. Something about him really creeps me out. Maybe it's his goofy voice? Maybe it's just because he's large and imposing? Maybe it's because he's 18 hanging out with 12 and 6-year-old girls? Yeah, that's it. Come on, hurry up, game. I don't want to see little girls playing with naked body anymore. Doesn't it suck when something from your childhood isn't as good as you remember it? No, I don't think Sonic Heroes is a good game, but it is still nostalgic, and I wouldn't blame anyone for liking it for that reason. And against my better judgment, I'm looking forward to the new Sonic games. But this is the last chance, damn it. No, it's not. What's up, guys? Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Special thanks to Who It's Claire for this week's lovely thumbnail. And if you like this video and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe, because there's plenty more where that came from. Also, check out these videos here. I promise they're really good. And if you like what I do and would like to support it, the best way you can do that is to share it on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or whatever. But either way, thanks again, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks, guys.